Hey everybody! Okay, so the draft lottery took place on Friday, and because of that, we now know basically who the top three picks are going to be, except for one team. We know who the pick is going to be. We really do. The number one overall pick. We just don't know what team is going to get it because one of the 8 to 15 teams that are going to be in the qualifying round that slot got the pick. So we're going to have a phase two where we'll discover who this question mark will be. But it's not going to stop us from doing a mock draft because that number one pick, well, doesn't really matter what team is getting that pick. They're going to take the same guy. So we're going to get right into it, and we're going to do this mock draft. First, I'd like to shout out to my members on my membership, and that is Lee Max and NHL Hockey News Reports. Thank you guys. I appreciate your support, and let's get into this video. So, like I said, for number one, it doesn't really matter what team, whether it's Montreal. I would hope it's going to be Montreal, but whether it's Montreal or anybody else, they are taking Alexis Lafreniere. If they don't, somebody should pull them aside, make sure they don't have a temperature, make sure they're feeling okay, because I can't see anybody not taking Lafreniere in first. Lafreniere is a potential generational player. He's got all the skills, he's got all the tools. He brings them most nights. Not too many nights he takes off, and he's even got a bit of a mean streak to his game. He's got a physical side to his game. He's got every aspect you need in a guy that's going to be a first overall pick, and he is going to be a first overall pick. So it doesn't matter what team gets the number one pick, Lafreniere is going first. Does that shock anybody? No. If it does, well, you need to watch a little more hockey videos. Okay, second pick. I don't think the second pick is going to be too shocking either. It's LA gets the second pick. They won the second pick in the draft lottery, and I'd be surprised again here. I know there's a lot of talk that it could be Stutzley or Byfield, but I think it's Byfield. I mean, think about it this way. Byfield's a 6 foot for 220, somewhere around 220 pounds. I mean, he's 18. He can score goals. He plays a good defensive game. He skates exceptionally well for a big guy, especially. And where are you getting a guy like that if you don't draft him? The only other way is you pick him up as a UFA. That's the only other way. You're going to draft a guy like this, or you wait till a guy like that's available as a UFA. So, again, I don't see too many teams being in this position and not taking Byfield. Yes, Stutzley is going to be probably a great player. And maybe he'll be the better player. I don't know, but when you're in a draft and you don't know these things in the future, Byfield is the guy I'm going with. So next up is Ottawa. Ottawa kind of retains their third overall pick. They had second and third going into the lottery. They were able to retain third with their San Jose pick that they got in trading Erik Karlsson. So who does Ottawa go for? I think here again, I'm going to be surprised if they go anywhere else but Stutzley. Stutzley is the top German player. He's a great player in the making. He's been playing with men. He's got all the tools as well. Maybe not as flashy as a Byfield. I don't know if Byfield's that flashy. But Stutzley's going to get the nod here. I'm going to be surprised if he doesn't. Next up is my hot take. So Detroit is at number 4. Detroit, going into the lottery, had the most to lose. They were the first pick. And they had a 50% chance, a little over that, of picking 4th. And look where they're sitting is at 4th. So it's not a surprise. They kind of got screwed, I guess you could look at it. But a lot of teams that finish there and that are sitting in the first position end up picking 4th. And a lot of good, really top hockey players were picked in 4th spot. As far as for Detroit, Steve Yzerman was a 4th overall pick. No, there wasn't a lottery back then, but he was a 4th overall pick. So, you know, if they can get another Steve Yzerman, they're doing well. But my hot take is this. They've got decent offense. They can do some improvement, yes. To me, I see two aspects of their game that if it were me, I might look at taking either Askarov, because goaltending, Bernier's okay, but I don't know that I want to bank on Bernier. And now remember, you don't need the best goalie to win a cup, but you need a good goalie. Bernier's done well, and he's probably better than I'm even thinking because he played for such a horrible team last year. But you might go for Askarov. I'm not saying that. That's not my hot take here. My hot take is they're going to go for a defenseman, and it's not going to be Drysdale. Jake Sanderson. Sanderson has the pedigree. He has the size. He has the skills. He has the shot. He has the skating. He came on really strong in his last 27 games, 23 points in 27 games. He had a really strong second half that is shooting him up this list. So I think before, at the time that everything kind of stopped, he was sitting around 12th. I think he's since shot up. No, there's been no more games gone on, but his stock has really risen, and that's my hot take. Hot take. Sorry, John, if you're watching this. I'm not saying I'm hot take hockey. That's my hot take for this draft. I would love to see him fall down. That if Montreal doesn't get Lafreniere and they get that 9th pick, that he falls down that far. And if he does, if I'm wrong here and he does fall down, I hope Montreal takes him. He's got what Montreal's looking for. So that means Ottawa's up next. Now Ottawa's got Stutzle, and now we already know they've got Shabbat, and they've got that kid Braun. I can't remember his name. They've got another kid that looks to be very promising, and if they add this guy, they're going to have a defense that's going to be awesome, I think. And I think they take Drysdale here. I don't think Drysdale falls farther than this, if he falls at all. I mean, maybe they take Drysdale in 3rd. I don't think so, though, because if they do, I would have to think if they do, then Detroit takes Stutzle. So if they want Stutzle, they got to take him at 3rd. So I think Drysdale goes to Ottawa here. Now, it's my next pick where I'm really struggling with, because I think, well, I've said that Marco Rossi, I think because of his size, he could fall. And then I'm thinking that Anaheim probably takes Lucas Raymond here, but Lucas Raymond's only 1 inch taller than Rossi, and a little bit lighter than him. So Rossi has some good weight to him already, and you know, I think I'm going to go with Rossi. I don't think Rossi's got all the talent. He's got a ton of talent. He's a center. He's a little bit small, but he could be the gem of this. Besides Lafreniere, he could be the gem of this draft. And I don't know, maybe he doesn't fall. Anaheim could really use the offense. He seems to have everything. I'm going to go with Rossi. So I guess I'm saying maybe Raymond falls. Next up is New Jersey. So now New Jersey, the talk with New Jersey, they got Jack Hughes in the 1st round, the 1st overall last season. And Jack Hughes was paired up with Cole Caulfield all through their US NDTP, whatever you say that. And so the talk was, there were some rumors that New Jersey might want to trade for Cole Caulfield. And so I kind of look and say, Cole Perfetti has a lot of the, maybe not as good a shot and all that, but he has the same kind of game. He has the kind of game that could match up, I think, with a guy like Jack Hughes. And he does play on the right wing as well. Perfetti's listed as a center right winger. I think New Jersey reaches out for Perfetti here. So Cole Perfetti goes to New Jersey in my draft. Perfetti is another one of those players where he's like 5'10", he's a little on the short side as well, but he's got all the talent. He's got a great shot. He can score goals. He's a playmaker. He skates well. I mean, I think he gets picked here. He doesn't fall too far. He doesn't go down. He doesn't get drafted too far down. There's a lot of talk that Montreal would get him in 8th, and I imagine if he's still there in 8th, Buffalo might take him, but I think New Jersey takes him. So that leaves Buffalo. There's a guy here, I'm not sure if there's only one, but there's a guy here I'm thinking of. He's a sniper. I think he can match up well with Jack Eichel, guy that Eichel can feed, and they can do some damage together. So I'm going to go, and he's a winger. Eichel's a center, so he's a natural winger. I think Holtz goes here. Alexander Holtz to Buffalo. For the reasons I said, he's a sniper. He matches up, to me, that he matches up with Jack Eichel. Jeff Skinner didn't do the job last season, I don't even know if they played on the same line at some point. So I think Eichel's line is looking for a goal scorer, and you might have it here. Now, I don't know if Holtz will be ready next season, but I would think the season after that, so you don't have to wait too long for him, and I think it works out. So there you go. There's my mock draft. If you like it, give a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comment section about my picks. What you think of my hot take? What you think of anybody there? Who you would take off of here, change around, put in their place? Let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please, while you're down there, subscribe and ring that notifications bell. And that's going to get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. So thanks everybody for watching. Please stay safe out there. Wear a mask when you're in traffic. No, not traffic. When you're driving, when you can't stay away from people, wear a mask and stay safe. And come back and watch more Talkin' Habs videos. And that's it for now. Peace out, y'all. See you next video. Bye bye.